All right, let's take a look at the price action this morning and the signals on the AbleTrend charts. Today is June 15th, Wednesday. It was Fed day, and so as you can imagine, price action was pretty wild. I mean, here's a zoom out of the day and just kind of nothing really going on. And then right around their announcement, it became quite chaotic. So let's take a look at the signals. Um, yeah, frankly, just not a great day to trade, but there were some good signals. So let's look at the trend chart first. Really good entry actually right here. So here's market open, kind of bouncing around. I thought we'd get like a buy signal in here, but thankfully we didn't because we pulled back, tested that 3-minute support again, and we got a buy signal at let's call it 514, and that ran up really quickly up to a high of about 545 or so. Kind of pulled back a little bit. If you're trading per AbleTrend guidelines, there was not enough there to lock in 10 points. So you'd still be holding. You're in at 514. Stop at the bottom of this bar. Once these start printing, move your stop maybe right in this area. So let's call it 495. As you can see, we came very close. It came within about 2 points of hitting your stop. So it's just wild how precise AbleTrend can be sometimes. This case it was spot on. So had to stop there, and so you never got stopped down. So you rode through all this sideways action, and then it again resumed its uptrend, and eventually, if you're, like I said, trading AbleTrend guidelines, you're going to put your stop 2 points below uh, these two neutral bars, these white bars right here, and so you'd be stopped out around 546 or so, and we're in at 514. If you're looking for just 50 points or something like that, you have like a designated profit target out there. We're in at 514, and this hit a high of 574. So a total of what's that, 60 points or so from entry to top. So you could have locked in or could have hit your 50-point profit target if you had one of those. I took a trade right here and scalped right here. We came down, tested. We got blue oscillators printing, and so I just took a quick little scalp here for 15 points. It coincided with the scalp chart as well. Stick on the trend chart. So, very close to getting stopped out, but a pretty solid first trade there. Stressful, but very solid trade. Not great action right there. Sorry, my chart just got readjusted. Full confirmation sell signal right here. Yeah, I mean, if you waited for it to print, you probably wouldn't have entered because you had this white bar print when that 3-minute printed. But you're likely going to get in this area at 484, maybe stop 20 points above that or a couple points above that, and as you can see, it would have been stopped out. Technically, here's a sweet spot. I don't love that one, just how big this bar was compared to relative to the couple bars before. Technically, that is a sweet spot though, and then that did not work out either. But again, the move already happened. Would have loved to get in on this bar and come down to here for about 20 points or so, but that move already happened. This is a stop out. Let's see right here in at 485 or so, and probably a couple points above that, maybe 15 points, and you're stopped out. This was actually a nice little trend. A little bit later in the morning, be in right here in this area. So that's about 524. A 20-point stop. This area. So probably would have tried to go a 25-point stop and then been able to move up to this level right here. And I went sideways for a while, didn't get hit. And then if you follow the trend, We were in at what, 524? Two green bars right there, not hit. Two green bars right there, or two white bars, I should say. So eventually would have been hit right this area. Oh, about 30 points or so on that trade. Probably could have gotten another 50 if you had a 50-point profit target out there. So couple losers in here, relatively small, and then some nice runs. So maybe a slightly positive on that morning action on the trend chart. Jumping over to scalp chart. It looks like market open, but it's not. That's when the Fed announcement came. So first trade of the day, close to open, but here's the first trade of the day. Long at 528, and got your 15 points there. Long at 538. This is the trade I took. Got plenty to scalp off of right there. Only went against you about 10 points. Did not respect this level at all. So 502. And as you can see, that would have been the stop out. This was, I don't think this was a valid trade. Let's see, 57.54. See if we have confluence. This was this trade. Yeah, I remember watching this trade and deciding to sit on my hands just because I didn't like that how much price had moved after it was kind of trickling down in an acceleration to downside. I didn't like that, and so I did not take that trade, and it looks like that was a good decision. This was phenomenal right here. If you had a resting sell order on this level around 520, it just fell out of bed. Got all the way to a low of 480. So 40 points right there off of that level right there. And that was about it for the morning. So not a ton going on. I did take a nice little trade late in the day. I'll show that real quick. So here's kind of right after the Fed announcement. These are massive bars. 642 to 578. That's a 3-minute bar. The market moved 150 points. It's just nuts. This was a massive bar too. Didn't mess with that at all. Would have loved to play this level. I did not. It bounced off very nicely. 573 went against you about 13 points or so, and then sprung up about 100 points. It's just nuts. I did jump in right here, and it coincided nicely with some confluence on the 1, 2, 3 trend chart. So that came in and printed at 1227, and we were just blue. We were on this nice uptrend. Would have loved to jump in here, but I just jumped in right here and scalped for a quick. I think I actually took 25 points on this, so that was a nice little scalp. I just loved how we're just trickling up to the upside like this, stair stepping, if you will. And so I decided to hold for a little bit longer. So that was a Fed day, June 15th.